If you think you have sciatica, but you're not 100% sure, but you're definitely tired of that low back pain and shooting pain down your leg, the last thing you want to do is guess what to do. So I'm going to teach you right now how to diagnose whether or not you have sciatica in 3 simple steps, and then show you exactly how to fix it so you can finally stop guessing and get pain-free. My name is Dr. Grant Elliott, founder of RehabFix. We've helped thousands with low back pain, disc herniations, and sciatica fully recover through our one-on-one online coaching program. And in this episode, I'm going to teach you 3 simple diagnostic tests to confirm whether or not you have sciatica, and then show you exactly how to fix it so you can avoid drugs, injections, and surgery and just get back to life pain-free. So here is the problem. Most people with lower back pain or sciatica jump straight to random stretches on the internet, or they go to a doctor that doesn't understand these conditions, that doesn't lift or exercise, and just tells them, hey, just go rest and take these pills. But neither of those approaches are going to fix this issue. Sciatica, although a general term, just meaning pain down the back of the leg, is quite specific when it's true sciatica, meaning your sciatic nerve is pinched, causing pain down the leg. The most common reason for this is being irritated or compressed, most often from a disc bulge or nerve tension. And depending on which one it is, could tell you to do completely different things. So before we get into any exercises, and before you keep guessing your way through this pain that needed to be gone by last week, we're going to do 3 quick tests to know for sure what we're dealing with. So I'll walk you through them. Test number 1. This is called the Slumps test. You're going to sit down, slouch your back forward, bring your chin down to your chest, extend one leg at a time while pointing the toes to the ceiling. You want to perform the good side first so that you have something to compare. That is your baseline. And then compare the other side, the painful side. And if the painful side creates pain in your lower back, a pulling sensation through the leg, an electric shock sensation, burning sensation, numbness or tingling, or just like a tight rope through your leg, that is nerve tension. That is a sign that your sciatic nerve does not like that position. That is a positive indication. Test number 2, our hip external rotation test. In a seated position, cross the non-painful leg over the other to see how this feels. Pay attention to how far down your knee falls and what your hip feels like. Now perform the painful leg. If it's tight and difficult to get it up, that's not a hip mobility issue a majority of the time. That is nerve tension, meaning the muscles through your hip are tight and squeezing, not allowing your hip to go into this motion because the nerve is firing all those muscles to tighten up and prevent your movement. That is also a sign of sciatica. And last one, if you've been sitting for a while and you go to stand up and you feel 80 years old standing up, it's difficult to stand up straight. You feel like it takes a few steps to get upright. That is also a sign that this is likely sciatica, because that is actually a sign of a disc bulge. A disc is blocking your spine, making it difficult to stand up. And the most common reason for sciatica is a disc bulging and hitting the nerve. So if you feel pain with 2 or more of these tests, and one of these tests is the Slump test, then there's a very high probability that you have true sciatica. But here's the best part, is that this is literally all we work with. We have over 4 million followers across our platforms. We're the #1 online low back and sciatica program in the world. So I'm going to teach you one of the fastest methods to address this if you're noticing these symptoms. Step 1 is we want to reverse the disc bulge to take pressure off of the nerve, because it doesn't matter what we do with the nerve if it's still being compressed by the disc. We're going to begin with our quadruped extension. Get on all 4s on your hands and knees, and you're going to gently push your hips forward and down towards the ground while keeping your lower back and glutes totally relaxed. This is restoring extension in your lumbar spine, something that you do not get enough of, and is part of the reason why the disc bulge happened in the first place. See, many of us sit too much throughout the day, and we sit in a forward-based position. Then we sit in the car, sit while we eat, sit while we watch TV. This is a lot of flexion throughout your day, and prolonged flexion without movements to reverse this actually moves the disc backwards over time and can cause disc irritation and can create this disc bulging into the nerve. So by doing the exact opposite of that, we are restoring that movement we lost. We're reversing all that sitting we've had throughout the day, and we're literally moving the disc back where it came from. So perform this movement repetitively. Do not hold it, do it repetitively, attempting to go further and further over time. And as long as you notice as you do this, it gets easier or your leg pain reduces, then this is absolutely the right movement for you, and you are successfully beginning the process process of reversing that disc bulge. Hey, real quick, I know you're struggling with pain and obviously want to fix it. So if you just text me the word pain to 317-751-9509, I will send you my free back pain fix demo. Just text that number and you can fix your pain. Thank me later. Back to the show. Now, exercise number 2 is called our moving pigeon. You're going to get in a traditional pigeon pose, but we're not going to sit there and just stretch our glute, creating more tension. We're going to pick the hip up off the ground, knee and hip at about a 45-degree angle to the floor. So now we're actively contracting our glute. Now, get on your elbows or hands, and you're going to rock your body forward and back, meaning you're taking your hip through motion while putting force on your glute and on your piriformis. This is helping to improve mobility and stability of these external rotators at the same time. This is also mobilizing your sciatic nerve through your glute muscles with every rep. So this is improving strength of this region, stability of this region, and mobility of these tissues and nerve. This is a phenomenal way to address both the muscles and nerve at the same time in a very friendly way without increasing tension through the area and risk making it worse. Now, we've worked on the disc, we've worked on the nerve. Now we want to improve stability around the disc to make it last using our single leg bear exercise. For this, get on all fours, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, pick the knees a couple inches off the ground and hold. Then once you have yourself stable, extend one leg at a time, kicking that heel towards the wall while keeping your core braced, spine straight, and squeezing the glute. Hold for a few seconds and then alternate. This is not only promoting core and spine stability, but anti-rotation stability as well. Because when you remove one leg, your body wants to rotate towards the floor, but you are resisting it. And discs are often sensitive to rotation. So by building up the strength and resilience towards resisting rotation can be highly effective in stabilizing around your disc. This is the type of movement that builds deep core stability around your spine and core and leaves you feeling like, hey, you know what? Those results I achieved earlier are actually lasting, because you need something to load your spine to build long-term changes. Now, these 3 exercises will absolutely provide relief, especially if you felt those tests that confirmed you are dealing with sciatica. But one thing you absolutely need to understand is that this routine is not customized to you. Some of you might need to do more, less, might need variations of this, or might need it in a different order. And that's the recipe that you need to fix your problem as quickly as possible. Now, I can't talk to you through this video to help you determine the right recipe, but there is something I can get you right now so that you can figure out what that is for yourself. And this has helped many of our clients achieve on average 37% reduction in their symptoms in a single session, and others completely eliminate their sciatica within as little as 15 days. And it's called our centralization process. This process walks you through learning the exact movements you need to do for your situation to reduce your pain, and then the bulletproof plan that needs to come after to ensure the results last for life. And that's what many of you miss. So if you'd like to dive deeper with me and get a structured plan to healing, just text me the word pain to 317-751-9509 to get a tailored step-by-step plan to permanently fix your back or sciatica issues following our centralization process. Text me right now so you don't miss this opportunity to finally fix your pain and live the life that you deserve. And after you text me, please like the video. It helps grow the channel and expose it to more people. Subscribe if you have not already. Follow me on Instagram at RehabFix for more free daily videos and insights into my life on what I'm doing to keep myself and our clients bulletproof for life. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one, and I'll see some of you in our program real soon.